Mario Kart World is both the latest entry in Nintendo's wildly popular, system-selling party racing franchise, as well as the flagship title for the launch of their new Switch 2 console. I think a lot of us were wondering what they could do with Mario Kart after the near-perfect Mario Kart 8 on Wii U and its expanded port to Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. With World, they didn't try to reinvent the wheel, so to speak, but they did go back to the fundamentals of Mario Kart and try something completely new for the series: an explorable open world. Let me get this out there right up front. I do not like Mario Kart World as much as I like Mario Kart 8. That said, Mario Kart World blew me away in a lot of ways. The first thing that really impressed me was the character roster. Mario Kart 8 had a huge character roster, and it was made interesting by the inclusion of non-Mario Nintendo characters like Link and the Inkling with its DLC packs, which were included in the base game for 8 Deluxe. World, however, opted to omit the non-Mario characters, something with which I'm fine, despite my love of the Inkling character, and instead include a plethora of more minor Mario characters. World includes a roster with a whopping 50 characters, 24 quote-unquote main characters, the ones whom we've come to expect in Mario sports games, and 26 creature characters, like Goomba, Cheep Cheep, the Dolphin, and the weird things from Mario Sunshine. In addition to the 50 unique characters, the main characters all have alternate costumes. Some, like Paulina and Donkey Kong, only have their default costume and one more, while others, like Mario, have a total of 10 unlockable costumes. The creature characters and costumes are unlocked by random chance occurrences, too, so there's a lot of incentive to keep playing. You can't just grind those out, so to speak. The open world in Mario Kart World manifests itself in two ways. You've got your typical Grand Prix, battle, etc. game modes, but there are two new ways to play. The first and most obvious way the World title is incorporated is in the ability to explore freely the game's interconnected open world. All of the tracks and areas are connected in Mario Kart World, and while your average race feels as contained as any Mario Kart track, the open world exploration lets you go off-road and see how the world is interconnected. I personally find the open world to feel rather empty and boring, but a few of my friends really enjoy it, and it's definitely a neat inclusion even if it is a little bare bones at the moment. The other way the game incorporates an interconnected world is with the knockout tours. Instead of racing in a circuit of 4 tracks with 3 laps each, you do a single long race of 6 laps. But these laps aren't what you'd think. Each lap is really a section of race, and this race will take you across the game's world and through different areas in a single uninterrupted drive. I may not be a fan of the game's free roam mode, but this Knockout Tour is hands down my favorite game mode. Knockout Tour online with some friends is absolutely the best way to play. Regarding performance, Mario Kart is a series known for its impressive visuals and solid performance, and in that way, Mario Kart World is no different. In handheld, the game runs at 1080p, and docked, it runs at a resolution of 1440p. In both modes, handheld and docked, the game hits a solid 60 FPS. I saw a rumor online that an update to add a 120 FPS mode with lower resolutions is in the works, but you know how the Nintendo rumor mill is. It's usually less accurate than a tabloid horoscope. To be sure, I would absolutely love a 120 FPS option to be added, and would have no problem sacrificing some pixels for it. But I'm perfectly content with 60 FPS. My eyes really haven't worked right since I was 8, and even aside from the bad eyesight, I'm getting older, and old folks' eyes aren't as quick as those that young folks have, so it's kind of a wash for me. Overall, Mario Kart World is an excellent entry in an excellent series, and it was a brilliant game to have as a day one launch title for the Switch 2. I may not personally like it as much as Mario Kart 8, but that's like being second or third place at the Olympics. Being the second or third best Mario Kart game, I still can't decide if I put World or Double Dash in second place, still ranks it as one of the best racing games of all time in my book. Unfortunately for those not ready, not financially able, or not logistically able with regards to stock availability, to make the jump to Switch 2 yet, this game isn't available on the original Switch. It actually started development on the Switch, but the scope of the game is just more than the 2017 console's aging hardware could do justice. If you have a Switch 2 and don't have Mario Kart World, what are you even doing? If you don't have a Switch 2 yet, don't distress. This game is going to remain popular the entire generation, mark my words. And you've got one heck of a great racer to look forward to whenever you are able to make the jump to Switch 2. My rating for Mario Kart World on the Switch 2 is an A.